Hey guys, this is Miriam at High Life Auto. I am out doing a video test drive on a 2006 Mitsubishi Outlander. If you've never been on my video test drives before, the way it works is I drive the vehicle on video and I tell you what I see, hear, think, smell, and feel to give you the best indication of being in the driver's seat without actually being in the driver's seat. I'm not a mechanic and this is not meant to be a 182-point inspection. Rather, this is meant to be a sneak peek into how the vehicle drives and any potential issues I notice as we're going along. So we'll take a look around the vehicle, we'll take a look under the hood, and then we'll go for a drive. First thing I know about this vehicle is that we have to apply for a bonded title. So I am not going to have a title for this one for probably months. I think last I knew they were looking at 4 months. So I'm just doing this in advance so that it's done and so that I have a description. But there will be, on my website, it will say whether or not we have the title. So that's that. That's what I know. And then I know I drove this down to Casey's. I got some gas. Seems to drive pretty good so far, but we'll go find out what we've got up on the highway. Okay, so the Mitsubishi Outlander is kind of like, really it looks like a Subaru Forester, but like bigger than a Honda CR-V, bigger than an Escape, smaller than an Explorer. I don't really know what it is, but it's a pretty decent looking one. Like, I don't really see any rust. These back tires are probably about 35%. The body looks really good. The front tires are very similar to the back ones, probably about 35%. The interior, you've got cloth, but it looks like it's clean. It looks like it's in pretty good condition. You do have a crack in the windshield right there, so if you're in a state where windshields matter, be aware of that. The back seat, again, it's clean and good condition. Does not have third row, so it's just a 5-seater vehicle. It is the special edition. I do not know what the special edition is, but this is it. There's room in the back for storage. I suppose you could tie a kid up back there if you need an extra seat. Again, this side, really a pretty decent condition. I don't see any rust or dents or dings or anything like that. I do know this hood is kind of hard to get up with one hand, so I'm going to give it a shot, but I don't know that I can do it. There we go, I got it. Seems like a really small motor in this cavity, but it seems to do the trick. It sounds good. I noticed these tires are really small too. From the side, they're probably like 15s maybe. No, they're 17s. Holy cow. I don't know. I think they just look small on the vehicle, but those are 17-inch tires. All right. The other thing I know about this vehicle is that it has a check engine light on, and I can't check it because the Mitsubishi plug is different than your typical check engine plug. So it'll just have to be something that I'll have to check and see if I've got an adapter for it. Otherwise, maybe take it down to a parts store and see if they have an adapter. And I don't know if they will or not. But other than that, we've got 174,000 miles on here. An SRS light, which is service restraint system, or supplemental restraint system, which is airbag, and the service engine soon, that's the check engine light. And the other thing, I said I had to apply for a bonded title. The auction talked to the dealer who traded this in, and they verified that it is not a problem with the title. It is an older gentleman who lost the title and then just he did not want to deal with having to get a new one, and so he just traded it in and just said okay, whatever. And so that's the reason we have to get a bonded title. And the dealer said the customer is not willing to go through the rigmarole of getting a duplicate title. Just they don't want to deal with the states and all of that. I think it's an Illinois title, and so they just don't want to do it. So that's why we have to get a bonded title. There's nothing, as far as I know, there's nothing wrong with the title. And that'll be something what the bonded title will flesh out. So radio works. We've got, let's see, I haven't turned this on yet because it's nice outside today. But the heat works. I've already got the car up to operating temperature. Like I said, I've been driving it around. I can attempt the AC and see what we get. Sometimes it's hard to really determine AC in what amounts to the wintertime. We do have heated seats. Both lights come on. I'll see if mine warms up as we go. And we'll check our windows. Passenger side window works. Rear passenger side window works. Rear driver's side window works. And the driver's side window works. So, I'm going to say that the air conditioning works. It is blowing out much colder than it is outside. I'm also going to turn that off because it's too cold. It's not a cold day, but it's definitely too cold for AC. So, we are going to go... Oh, and I noticed the oil change is not due until 177,033, and we're at 174,442. So it was changed like 300 miles ago. So you've still got 2,700 miles to go. All these cars to pass, and then we'll rocket this thing up the hill and see what we've got. It does seem like it has a little bit louder exhaust. It's not obnoxious, but it's just, I feel like it's louder than it should be. Dealt with very many Mitsubishis, so honestly I don't even know if this is a 4-cylinder or a 6-cylinder. I'll just have to check. I didn't look when I was underneath the hood, and I kind of got in it and I went to pick up my pizza and I didn't think much about it. So I don't know if it's a 4 or a 6-cylinder, but it's driving decent. Kind of had to kick into gear to get up that hill, but I don't think it was anything out of the normal. That's why I brought up whether I didn't know if it was a 4 or a 6-cylinder. But it's driving pretty smooth. I don't hear any suspension noise. Let's see if I can figure out how to turn cruise on. We've got the cruise on, and we're cruising a hair over 50, so the cruise works. Left turn signal works. Right turn signal works. Let's see. Windshield wipers work. Brakes are good and solid. No grinding or vibration. I gotta figure out how to turn these wipers off. And horn works. Okay, so what have we got? We've got a service engine light. Check the description and see if I was able to get those codes off of there. Otherwise, you're welcome to bring a check engine reader. Just be prepared that it's not your typical domestic check engine reader. It is one for a Mitsubishi, and it's got an airbag light on. That's what the SOS light is. Other than that, it seems to drive pretty well. Heat works, AC works, radio works, windows work. Oil change is current. My heated seat works. I'm sitting here wondering why my seat is getting warm. My heated seat works, and the passenger side heated seat works. So everything seems to work. The only thing that we are unsure about is the service engine light and the airbag light. So if you have any questions, check my website first, because first my website is going to tell you, 1, whether or not we have the title, 2, whether or not there have been any updates to this vehicle in the waiting period of getting the title, and then 3, it'll give you my phone number in case you don't have my phone number. So my phone number is 309-267-7200. If you have any questions beyond those things, then feel free to call me or text me, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks, guys.